The more I thought about it, the more it just doesn't make sense. What is up, everybody? Welcome to Type Zero Tech, and I, like the rest of you, am currently stuck inside. Can't really do much. All the places I would normally like to hang out are closed. I mean, I like my space, like being in my room when it's like, time to wind down in my day, but really I like being out doing stuff. And right now this is kind of just slowly driving me mad with the social distancing and whatnot. So yeah, I'm just trying to get by that. I figured this would be a perfect time to start pumping out content for the channel, trying to get that off the ground. So yeah, let's start with this leak that came out a while ago. I haven't really paid much mind to it, but I guess more so than to address it, I kind of just want to put the energy out there that this won't happen. And it's regarding the Asus Zenfone 7. The Zenfone 6, currently my daily driver. Yeah, it was actually a pretty amazing phone. I love this thing. It has the awesome little flip camera module here that I was already enamored with. Let me see if I can get that to flip. Yeah, see, that's dope. Like, you can record yourself. It's insane. And the moment they announced this thing, I immediately thought that's what I've been looking for, because it would allow me to record YouTube videos so much easier. I could use the phone to record both my front facing and my B-roll content. I could frame the shot so much easier when I'm recording myself, instead of needing like a secondary monitor or like some way of sending the image from my phone to my computer. I could just carry the device with me and I'd be all set. Unfortunately, my expectations didn't line up with reality. This phone is still amazing as a camera. I think arguably it still has one of the best front-facing selfie cameras, as long as you're willing to work with the image and know what you're doing. You're not going to be able to point and shoot like you do with the iPhone, a Pixel, or a Galaxy S phone. But if you are willing to look up some tutorials and mess around with the image, you will get the best image you can with this phone. I mean, if we're going by specs alone, the front-facing camera on the Galaxy S20 Ultra is, I believe, 40 megapixels. This one's 48. I know there's a lot more to a camera than that, but I'm just saying the fact that on paper I can even get that close with this phone that starts at $500 compared to that phone, which is like $1,400, is pretty cool to me. But yeah, so I was looking up the leaks and I had noticed that this design that was going around, it was showing that they potentially were getting rid of the of the flip camera setup in place of a triple camera setup, and they would be giving us a dual hole punch display on the front screen. I'm not gonna lie, this concerned me a little bit. Asus killed it with innovation last year. They gave us the ZenBook Pro Duo, the ROG Phone 2. But really, the biggest innovation to me was this phone right here, and it was because of this. Like, I swear, this to me seems like a device you would see as a prototype or a concept that wouldn't actually be released. They had the guts to actually do it, and it's amazing. And I think if they just worked on the video portion of the camera software more, if they gave us the ability to lock the exposure, I don't know why they didn't, because you can lock the exposure when taking photos, but not in video. But yeah, if they just worked with the video portion of the camera app a little more, which they can completely through a software update, this would have been one of the best options for creators. You get an unobstructed viewfinder with the front screen. Like, you get the full options you can get with your front-facing your rear-facing cameras on the front, as long as you flip the display or flip the cameras around. And it still gives you a headphone jack along with a 5,000 milliamp hour battery. This is kind of the whole package at a very affordable price. You could say if I maybe used a third-party app like Filmic Pro, believe me, I've tried, and it gets close. The only thing with Filmic Pro is I lose video image stabilization, and I can only record up to 30 FPS, where this is completely capable of doing 60, or 4K 60 FPS, sorry. But yeah, so I didn't really want to do that. Maybe Asus will work with the Filmic guys and allow it to do that at some point through some weird software update, or they'll do it themselves. But either way, I would love to be able to have the customization I have on an LG G8 on this phone, because this would be the best phone, I think, for content creation. I can't tell you how frustrating it is sometimes to set up a shot, for me at least. Like, I have to go, right now I use an LG G8 to record most of my videos. I have to go behind the phone or the camera. I have to line up the shot. I have to do a test recording to make sure everything looks right. And then I have to go back, stop that, record again, start fresh, and just kind of hope that everything turned out right by the time I'm done with it. Where this, I can literally just set it up, sit down real quick, look and make sure everything's lined up and start recording. And it seems like a very first world problem, but that in and of itself makes it so much easier for me. And I feel like for a lot of the people that do the TikTok videos and the Instagram videos, just anything that, you know, just recording yourself is so much easier because you can line up the shot and get it right the first time instead of always doing those multiple test shots. But again, Asus, you gotta make the video portion of the software better, or you gotta work with Filmic Pro, one or the other, just please. You guys are almost there. It's so close. This is so close to being the best phone for creators. You're right there. But oh man, I went off on a tangent there. Anyway, why the heck would they just make something so mediocre for the next? Like, I guess they could, but that would be so disappointing coming off of a year when they really just shook things up. Like, you gave us a real cool, innovative phone at an affordable price, and you want to just double back and give us something that plain? Like, it doesn't make sense to me. And with me, I feel like if it doesn't make sense to me, it definitely wouldn't make sense to them. Like, you got so much attention off that flip camera module and the fact that you had an unobstructed screen. And it's just, I don't know, Asus, you did a lot of things right with the Zenfone 6. I can't imagine them switching it up that much and just completely giving us this bland phone. Like, that's the thing. When you come up with something really innovative and it works, I feel like it's hard to go back. And I mean, maybe, I can't imagine them thinking that this wasn't a win for them. Like, I go on the US website, you can't even buy the phone anymore. Maybe it's just super hard to manufacture for them. I don't know, but the phone sold out. You can't buy the US version of this phone anymore. I mean, you can still get it internationally, but I think the phone was well received. Maybe, I don't know, I'm just looking at a lens, but everyone I talked to, they enjoyed it. I know one big concern with it was the longevity of the flip camera module, and I've had this phone since release in the US, and I can tell you it does get stuck sometimes, but for the most part, this thing's kicking, and I've dropped it a couple of times. Asus, you guys are really close, so I hope, like everyone says, this is nothing. I hope you continue to improve on this whole flip camera thing and you don't do a 180. But yeah, that's about it for today. It's just a quick rant or just plea from me that they don't do that. But yeah, let me know what you guys thought. Let me know what you think of the Asus Zenfone 6 and what do you think about the Zenfone 7. Do you think it needs the front or the flip camera? Do you think, you know, you wouldn't really care if it didn't have it? But yeah, that's about it. Kind of just wanted to talk about it and get it out there. I need something to do so I don't go crazy staying inside so much. Oh man, I'll be happy when this is all over. Stay safe out there, guys. Stay clean. But yeah, this is Type Zero Tech. Thank you for watching, and have a great day. Stay inside and distance yourselves, no matter how much it might make you crazy. Yeah. Peace.